haven't y'all tried Miracle Food yet?
Miracle food.
Mega food.
Miracle foods.
Miracle food.
Miracle food.
Miracle food.
Miracle food.
Miracle food.
Please support your Black businesses and support your health. This is a tool to genuinely heal people. It's through the roof. I feel like I'm low-key levitating in this bitch. This should be in your cabinet.
It's Mike Ross, also known as Mike on the Mic. He's getting ready for his upcoming 2022 comedy run. He'll be kicking it off at Bitty Brand's Stress Factory Comedy Club. Caroline's on Broadway. Punchline Philly. You don't want to miss him take the stage at the DC Improv. Then he'll be coming to the Atlanta Improv and at Chocolate Sundays Comedy Show in Los Angeles, California.
It's Mike on the Mic. Looking forward to seeing you there.
I don't know if you've seen Monique in her recent comments towards Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and I believe it was one more person. I can't remember his name right now. But she's basically coming out and saying that they like to silence strong black women who come out and speak out against mistreatment. They've done it for years. They're doing it to her. And I say that to kind of ask you the question along the lines of, we heard about gatekeeping a lot, in particular in comedy, and there being like a hierarchy when it comes to who can move up and who can move down and what they have to do in order to do that. Have you experienced that throughout your career at all? Can you speak on it?
Well, yeah, I speak on it. I don't care about that part. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna never be a super duper star, so I don't care about that. Nothing of my personal shit is in jeopardy, so I can speak. I'm not afraid. Some people are just afraid to talk about topics, but absolutely, they're gatekeepers. Absolutely, but they're gatekeepers in every business, in everything. If you worked for Amazon, there are people that can help you get up along the ladder, and or people that can prevent that from happening. It's the same thing in entertainment. There is no difference in the entertainment industry or in the chicken business. Yeah. If you're working in the chicken business, it's a motherfucker that don't want you to get high in the chicken business. It just is what it is. That's a natural thing. Some people are haters. Some people are lovers. Some people want to see you be successful. Some people don't. And so now getting to what I think you're talking about when it comes to like homosexuality and all of these things that you're supposed to do behind closed doors in order to come up and do all this stuff. Personally, I ain't never seen anything like that. Right. Have I heard stories like that? Absolutely. But I thank God I haven't seen anything compromising to make me, feel uncomfortable. Now, I have had interviews with people that have asked me, was I homosexual? And I'm like, no. And then they looked at me like, saying, I'm not going to say no names because that I don't want to do. But
yeah.
They looked at me, though, like I was crazy when I said no. So that has happened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that that's a common thing that will happen to everybody trying to come up, because that would be stupid to say. And that's like saying, whatever you do, you gotta do this to be in this. I just don't believe that. I mean, I know a lot of people in the industry and that have been working for a long time that have no signs of doing anything compromising to themselves as people. I've seen them. I mean, I've been around them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever they're doing in their secret, like people say, like fly on a jet and go be somewhere secret. If you believe all that conspiracy stuff, then so be it. Stick to it. Have at it. But I do believe that there are people that can prevent you from accomplishing certain things and achieving certain levels. I do believe that, but it may not be what people really think it is, like some old weird. It's just people just be hate, and there's circles. People got their own circles,
right?
And some people are in charge of different things in their circle, and they may not like you. They may not like your brother. They may not like your sister or your mama, and they be like, "Hey, I don't want to have nothing to do with the Bells. I don't care how good he is." You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just facts. So, I mean, that's really what it is, man. We got to put more stuff on regular human nature than we do on these conspiracy things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Appreciate the breakdown.
Yeah, because even though people conspire to do things, that doesn't mean that what you're thinking about.
Right. I got you.
No doubt. I want to ask you about, as being a comedian, are there any things that are off limits? Now, we talked to a lot of different people, and in a particular incident, Michael Blackson, a month ago, when Martin Luther King Day, happened, he came out with a joke that said, Martin Luther King, he heard had a white side chick. Cat Williams comes back and calls him a coon on Twitter. It kind of died there, but just using that example, is there anything you think is off limits as a comedian that could be too offensive to somebody? I think I already know your answer. Go ahead.
Oh my God! First of all, both of them dudes are funny as hell. That conversation is probably hysterical. Yeah. I'm so glad I don't be following comedians and their little BS, man. And you know, it's like when I see dudes, you know, we all know each other. So it's like, you know, when we see each other, what up, though? Like, I've been on tour with both guys. Like, I toured with Cat before, been on tour with Michael Black. I mean, we work very well together. So anyway, that's just funny. That was just funny what Cat Williams said.
He was.
Cat Williams is probably one of the funniest guys I know in my life. Both of them, though. Michael Black's sister. So, but I'll say this. Nothing is off limits. But there's a big but in there. It has to be funny. If you're going to say something, man, if you're going to say something edgy, or if you're going to push the envelope, and you're going to try to be, you know, get that shock in there, it better be some really good, clever humor in there, too. And that's where people respect you at. If it falls flat, then you know what I'm saying? Then people on your ass. So I mean, if the Martin Luther King, you know, having a white side chick wasn't funny, if it didn't come off funny, I can see why people would criticize it. Now, if it was funny, then we're good. So, but nothing is off limits. You can talk about anything. I just recently started talking about death in my show. I ain't never talked about death, but it's hysterical. You gotta come see me to say here. Well, I'm just telling you, but just to let you know, I used to be like, "Ooh, that's morbid." I would hear comedians talk about certain topics. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Wow, why would he do that?" And like now, I see myself talking about certain stuff. You know what I mean? Right. I mean, it just depends on what your experiences are as a person. I mean, as a comic, and what you can bring it to the stage. If you can make it funny, it works.
To introduce the show, when I sent this to Sam, asked, oh God, that nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a hustler. I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and Oh Godcast. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.